Which expression is equivalent to the sine of 7 pi over 6? Well, here's the key. The sine will be the same as long as the reference angle is the same, except for you have to watch out for positive versus negative. So first of all, if we want it to be equivalent, they have to have the same reference angle. So that eliminates this option right here. See how the rest of these have a 6 in the denominator? Alright, that tells us that the reference angle is pi over 6 for all of these. So all of these have the same reference angle. That means they are all equivalent, except for some of them are positive and some of them are negative. So we just need to find out if the sine of 7 pi over 6 is positive or negative. And then we need to pick the one of these choices that has the same sign. So here is a quick diagram. Alright, this is a unit circle. So this would be pi right here. This would be pi. Okay, now if I take this and I split it up, alright, I'm going to split the top half of this into 6 pieces. That way they will each be pi over 6. So that's what I'm doing right now. So I'm going to split this into 3 pieces like this. And I'm going to split this area into 3 pieces like this. Alright, and I know this is not the prettiest drawing you've ever seen, but hopefully you get the idea. Each one of these would be pi over 6. Now, here's the key though. Reference angles. The reference angles have to be pi over 6. And the reference angles are right next to the x-axis. Alright, all of these 4 reference angles are pi over 6. So these are the 4 angles that are going to be the same. Okay, the same sine. Alright, meaning the sine function. So let's see. Where is 7 pi over 6? So I'm going to count my way around. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is 7 pi over 6 right here. 7 pi over 6. Alright, that means all of these other 3 points have the same reference angle as 7 pi over 6. Now, remember that sine, is it an x value or is it a y value? Hopefully you were just saying sine is always a y value. So, is the y value going to be positive or negative here in the third quadrant? Well, this is down below the x-axis. So this is going to be negative. Okay, so the value should be negative in this quadrant. So that means we need another angle that's going to have a negative y value. Well, these two up here are no good. They're above the x-axis, so that's going to give them a positive y value. But this one right here is also below the x-axis, so it will also be negative. So this is going to be our answer. The only question is, what is it? So let's count our way around. So this is 1 pi over 6, 2 pi over 6, 3 pi over 6, 4 pi, 5 pi, 6 pi, 7 pi, 8 pi over 6, 9 pi over 6, 10 pi over 6, 11 pi over 6. So this is 11 pi over 6. So that's going to be the answer. Alright, that's why this is the answer right here. See that check mark? Did it again.